Channeling God. Leah Adam, www.channelinggod.com. The year 2018.
Dear and beloved Earth residents, the year 2017 was very difficult due to many natural disasters and the brutal terrorism that broke out all over the world and hit many people. These events are also a direct result of the passage that Earth is experiencing now between different eras, and its transformation into a higher light frequency. Earth and Mother Earth were created in an energetic structure of 4 Earthians: the Age of Earth, Age of Fire, Age of Water, and Age of Air. The ages are repeated in a certain cycle. In the current cycle, the ages will be shortened, after the Age of Earth, which ended now, was very long and experienced too much suffering. Planet Earth entered now the Age of Fire, which will free it of negative energies and help balance many people. The Age of Water and Air will be more calm and good, with less suffering and duality and more love and freedom. The Age of Fire brings many fires all over the world, lava and fire eruptions, other natural disasters, sibling rebellions of nationalistic on a political, religious, economic, and social background. People will rebel against their living conditions and the inferiority they experience in comparison to others, economically and humanly. You will witness on Earth in the New Age dramatic outbursts of repressed anger from generations in all areas of life. People will seek greater freedom and to return to the divine source from which they came. The Age of Fire will release Mother Earth from the suffering of its inhabitants in difficult and painful ways. Perhaps without any other choice, this era will be shorter than the Earth era, but powerful as if it is long. In the Age of Earth, people experienced very conservative and oppressive life. In the New Age, they will be happier and increase their mental and spiritual level. Humanity will allow itself more freedom on a personal and planetary level, and will be less bound in the third dimension limitations. In the Age of Fire, people will live less in the survival chakras as in the Age of Earth, and more in the abdominal chakras, which express strong emotions, and try to free themselves from the negative emotions by changes and rebellions. In the year 2017, the earth and the sky shook the inhabitants of planet Earth. Wild winds have been stormed by real hurricanes, intense fires, earthquakes, and terror. It helped humanity to awake, balance, and grow through suffering. However, the situation is still unsettled, and Mother Earth, dear Gaia, cries out for dramatic changes and energetic purification from humanity suffering on its lands. Higher morality and human brotherhood will balance Earth. Until the energies calm down with peaceful eons of water and air, it will take long time. Earth has just begun the Age of Fire and end of Age of Earth. This means that you, dear Earth residences, have to be vigilant for the lands below you not to burst into storm and the winds not to go wild, because many people don't experience proper balance. Their suffering is too big for Mother Earth and for the star, that must rise its light frequency and not descend in frequency. Very powerful changes which have taken place in creation over the last century influence planet Earth, as a result of human wars, hate and anger, on Earth and other inhabited planets in the universe. Earth must now maintain a proper balance. The great suffering and brothers' hatred undermine the magnetic fields of the star, and cause extreme weather changes. In an age of required unity in the entire creation, and especially this universe, in all the expanses of the inhabited planets, and for the sake of a quick return to the divine source from which all human beings have been created, many people awaken and seek to be like others who have won more. In inferior countries, people are very angry at their suffering. This causes great natural factors to break out and shake the earth and the sky in order to balance humanity. Planet Earth and the universe are experiencing a significant karma closure. As a result, people undergo dramatic changes and can no longer live in any Maya as they have lived for many ages. In America, there is too much corruption and injustice, dishonesty and immorality, tough capitalism, homeless people who don't want to work, unemployed black people, discrimination against minorities and women, drugs and alcohol, strip clubs and prostitution. The suffering which according now will force people to grow and become more mature and sensitive to human suffering, justice, and decency, and to what is really important for the development of man on the global evolution scale of humanity. God, sorry for the painful events of Earth. I feel that in the year 2018 the winds will calm down in some level and the terrorism will decline. Also the nature elements will calm down and more peace and quiet will prevail on Earth. The number 8 brings balance and infinity, perfection and harmony, love, unity, and brotherhood. Terror has not yet subsided and more disasters are expected in 2018 throughout the world, as well as earthquakes. In the Middle East and Israel I expect a certain relaxation of Arab terror. The Arabs will fight more now in the whole world. They secretly want to rule the world and eliminate it, because they envy the economic wealth and happiness of the American people. When large-scale natural disasters take place, the red light comes on. You, dear ones, should have to keep your eyes open and be sensitive to human rights, justice and truth, morality, and the level of your spiritual awareness. Understand that Mother Earth and the celestial factors as the earth factors are connected than humanity to divinity. They are sensitive and respond poorly when humanity is not connected to divinity or deviates from the truth too much, so people suffer greatly. In all the high astral dimensions the nature forces are even more alert and respond wild to human behavior. Also planet Earth is connected to divinity and it knows when humanity is unbalanced, because the red light is on. In the last century, despite the transcendence of humanity to higher awareness and its soul maturity, the whole creation worries me, because it descends in its light frequency due to human wars on planet Earth and several inhabited stars in the universe. The influence is great in all dimensions, so a better balance must be on Earth that will strongly affects the entire universe and creation, despite the Earth location at the bottom of the universe. This is the results of very intense experiences which Earth inhabitants go thought. There are very powerful people on the planet. Earth lessons are known to have great power and influence over all humanity, because the planet is developed in its technology and allows life at a high level. In this age, people rise faster than ever before on all levels of planet Earth and all the stars of the inhabited universe, because the life possibilities have multiplied and people experience exciting and powerful activities at all levels. As a result, people create fewer bad karma because they are happier and more complete, yet the intensity of their experiences is so great that it creates karma which influences the entire universe and humanity with great force. Planet Earth is trying to ascend with great difficulty to a light airy fifth dimension, yet most of its inhabitants suffer greatly from their closed DNA frequency which connected to the third dimension. During ascension the tenderness of the souls are necessary, as well acceptance of all existence and self-acceptance at highest level of every human being in the evolutionary development of his soul. Creation sent great divine forces in every age to help transform planet Earth. The prayers of mankind to happiness and love are very powerful in this age, as well for freedom from suffering and past karma. All this affects the balance in the star and the factors of the earth and sky, which are also awakened to a higher frequency of ascension, and thus react intuitively. Conclusion: 2018 is a year of acceptance of who you are, my dear ones, more powerful connection to your higher self, self-acceptance on all levels, awakening of your energetic bodies and their merging with the physical and divine self. Thus, a higher light of self-love and higher self-realization will flow on all levels. People will be more sensitive, male gender will soften, female power will dominate more and more in the world, and the new age children will have greater impact on the world, because they will succeed on many levels quickly and at an early age. The technology will bring new inventions that will improve the living standard. Medicine will produce new cures and sophisticated methods for healing, and on the spiritual level people will be able to heal themselves more by force of will and thought and open up to higher mystical forces. In the year 2018 people will transcend and experience more inner freedom, self-respect, self-awareness, and the need to understand in depth the hidden truth behind every event they experience or the whole earth. They will understand the meaning of life at more powerful level with the intensification of earth and all the expanses of the universe and creation. Thanks to this people will be able to create miracles more easily. There will be sibling rebellions on a nationalist political background. The American administration will not yet distinguish between essential importance and careless, and the great importance of unifying humanity by providing more meaningful assistance to the many needy in America, especially after the natural disasters that have affected the planet. President Trump is not a man of high humanity. He understands business and finance but is not a spiritual person who understands the law of karma and reward that he and the world will receive in exchange for greater giving to those in need with the country funds and his own fortune. I, God, ask you, compassionate and benevolent people, please help the needy and the victims of the great disasters, donate a little of your money, encourage and elevate the spirit of the injured, bless everyone the blessing of the divine light, and give your love to all. You are one big family, love your brothers and sisters, humans, be attentive to your heart and soul, to your true purpose in light. Unfortunately, Earth is not able now to elevate through the sky tunnels to the center of the universe where the light of divinity is very powerful, regardless of its great spiritual awakening. The veil of illusion, the frequency of hate, anger and fear on Earth are too high. On planet Earth, gaps in soul ages are very large, therefore oscillates between different light frequencies, has difficulty converting to the fifth dimension. People live on one planet in realms of understanding and light frequencies with large and painful gaps for all. Uniting consciousness and souls with love and harmony will help to bridge gaps and reduce disasters. Such union can also exist in the vastness of Earth if humanity grows up to realize that only love and forgiveness, patience and moderation, compassion and mercy, will unite it. In moments of suffering as in great moments of happiness, the one human heart recall its divine self and unite into a sanctified and transcendent wholeness. Dear and beloved great people, notice where you put your heart and soul, in light or in illusion, whether you focus your mind in actions on sending love and positive energy to the world, or negative. Do you pray for goodness and connect yourselves to divinity, or are immersed in earthly and illusions? Connect to truth and to divinity, and remember who you truly are. May there be a happy new year at all levels with a solid and true connection to divinity, with high self-fulfillment and transcendence behind mind and ego limitations, blocked DNA, superfluous beliefs, and the illusory separateness. On behalf of the great divine forces in all the existence and non-existence, in the higher heavenly realms and the physical stars of the universe and all creation, I am God with my creators in all the universes and creation, and all the divine hierarchy. We are blessing you, dear and beloved Earth residents, for happiness and great ascension in the year 2018. Amen. I am God.
Channeling God. Leah Adam, www.channelinggod.com